Hello everyone and welcome to the IEEE SISGST podcast. It is a platform where we bring a meaningful conversations about technology, growth and student research and development as well for the engineering students. So myself Tejraj Guzar and I am the host for the today's episode. In today's episode, we will be talking about the uh, transition which every engineering student looks forward to. That is from the campus life to the corporate careers. And to have more in detail idea about this, we are honored to have with us Dr. Samir Nanivadekar.
Thank you.
Sir is a associate professor in computer science and engineering and also a current chair of IEEE Maharashtra section. And he has spent the last few years in intersection of academic, industry and student development through IEEE. And his insight have transformed many countless students' journey. So, yeah, sir, welcome to the IEEE SSGST podcast.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me
Yes.
for this podcast.
So before we dive into our topic, it will be better for the audience to know more about your own journey as a professional journey, and also can you give us some snapshot what we'll be exploring in today's
Yes,
podcast?
yes, sure. So, welcome all for this podcast. Myself, I'm Dr. Samir Nanivadekar. I'm associate professor in data science, computer science, and engineering in AP Shah Institute of Technology. And currently, I am a chair for Maharashtra section IEEE, as well as I am a state council member for IST also Maharashtra. So I'm in this field of education is from around 26 years, and with IEEE I'm associated from around last 10 years. So first I congratulate your student branch for keeping such innovative idea to have a podcast with the people so that students will understand about IEEE as well as how they can able to get the benefits from that. So our today's discussion is specifically on career which can be comfortably shaped with the help of IEEE. Now, before starting to the discussion, as SIES has been blessed with Shankaracharya's thought process. So, to start our podcast, it will be a right gesture to start with the Sanskrit shlok.
Sure.
So, we all have heard this Subhashitam that Swagrahe pujite murkha, Swagrame pujite prabhu, Swadeshe pujite raja, विद्वान सर्वत्र पूजिते. इसका मीनिंग अगर हम लोग देखेंगे तो इट्स वेरी सिंपल. इन आवर हाउस स्वग्रह पूजिते मूर्खा. अब कुछ भी हो, our family members apprise us. Similarly, if we think with the Prabhu, which is in that city, he has been considered as a great. A king is apprised in his kingdom, but Vidwan is the only category which is apprised internationally. This is the ancient system. Now, if you see in ancient India, we used to identify the talent. The talent was taken up by the system. Now, the profiles, your resumes, what we say, our LinkedIn, X profile and all, suggest others that we are intelligent. And then amongst them, the people are get. That's why the interviewing process starts. And for that, for our today's topic, how IEEE gives you that pleasure and the platform to build your career in a direction where we can say that it's a campus to corporate. Not only corporate, we can extend furtherly campus to a self-employed professional also. Because all the activities, if we go through IEEE platform, all are available for the students.
So, what is basically IEEE and why should student care about it?
See, as you all are aware, it's a Institute for Electrical and Electronics Engineers. But now if you see, the IEEE has taken every area. IEEE is in mechanical, IEEE is in environment, IEEE in entrepreneurship, IEEE has a medical societies also. So with 39 societies, around 8 specialized groups and all, IEEE has a larger horizon. Now, it's for students, it's for engineers, it's for researchers, it's for entrepreneurs, and it's for social affinity people also. So IEEE has a larger horizon. With recently we have crossed 55 lakh membership,
Memberships.
and this is the world's biggest
Biggest.
organization, with, as well as we can say, I think you are in third year, right?
Third year, sir.
Third year. So all the protocols and all what you are learning is the gift of IEEE to the society.
So it's a distinguishable power. We can basically say the IEEE is filling the gaps the formal education has given, and also it also gives a map for most of the industrial technology. So I will ask ki, many of the students do participate in IEEE as a volunteer. So most of the time they think ki, why should they join IEEE? Like we are already busy in exams, assignments, and many of the projects sometimes. So what is that IEEE provides which is different from formal education?
So it's a very good question. Uh, the most important aspect, if anyone, not as IEEE, but as a general life approach. See, have you heard about the book of Simon Sinek, Start With Why?
Yes, it's about what we do. You have to just question why we are doing
Yes.
it.
The most important, whenever we do anything,
Mm.
if we are aware why we are doing this, then definitely effectively we can do. Now say IEEE membership.
Mm.
The reason behind taking the membership, if is a thoughtful why, then you will get a maximum benefits from it. Why? Otherwise, generally what happens, students take the membership, 90% students have a thought process that IEEE is only for that journals and all that. But IEEE is not that only. It's a one of the paradigm of IEEE which we are seeing. But if you see, just what we have said, Vidwan Sarvatra Pujite, for that you are networking, you say that the platforms like LinkedIn and all that, IEEE has its own professional platform like Collaborate. Yeah, in that you get mentors, you get your studies,
We
you
also
get
workshop space as well.
so many parts you can get it. Now, concerned with the gap, what we do in academics, see, either it's an autonomous institute or whatever, or a university run institute. A syllabus revisions are done by us many times, but definitely IEEE is ahead 5 to 10 years what we are learning. Because in IEEE there are different type of people. Researchers who contribute in a different angle, social work people, networking, all the way the things are happening. So as a student, now what we do, let's simply if we take an example of India, around, as per AICT, more than 10 lakhs, 1 million students passing out. Now you tell me, everyone feels that I want a job. Now you tell me why industry will provide you. If the same paper of degree is with everyone, how industry will understand? Yes. Interestingly, for your postgrad applications, everyone has that degree. So why the university will provide you some scholarships?
How we can stand out? So that's
where you stand out yourself in the same crowd, having same papers with them. So this is a golden passport of IEEE which differentiate you amongst the 99%. You become a 1%. And that helps you in a sense. Say for example, a gap. What industry wants? Industry wants technology.
Good communication.
50% we are doing with the syllabus. 50% you have to take the efforts. Communication. Now communication, when you do volunteering, the most important aspect in communication is what? active listening, then you should able to represent, you should able to
Present.
manage.
Yes.
In that all your soft skill practices, or we can say a industry ready product. Volunteering, you will not aware that once you complete your volunteering period, you are the best industry ready product. Because most important in volunteering, you understand leadership positions. If you think about IEEE, in your branch, you have only one faculty advisor.
Yes, sir.
But where, if you see the positions with your team, how many positions are there?
Every position has its own benefit and has its own power and
Like
authority to take.
you are you have chair, vice chair, secretary,
Secretaries.
treasurers, different event coordinators.
So,
In events, you have finance, you have publicity, you have outreach. Means how many positions are created? Now you tell me what industry has classed. What industry has classed? They want the task completers.
true.
Now, when you are in a volunteering, you start a volunteering. Say, for example, today's event, you are taking my podcast or interview in this section.
Yes, sir.
Will you tell that among the sittings ahead us, is everyone's bread butter? Can anyone say, I can say, any Tom, Dick, Harry can come and sit and do?
No, it's a
He can do, but when he practice.
True, sir.
But for you, this becomes as a ease. Because you have no fear to speak with the people.
Yes, sir.
Though I am a chair of section, other students may have that fear. अरे हम कैसा बात करेंगे, वो सीनियर है, उम्र से भी ज्यादा दिख रहे हैं, how should we ask the questions? But that's not with you, because you have discussed in your volunteership with so many leaders. So automatically your approach becomes comfortable. And what expectation of corporate from you more than that? You should feel comfortable while working, as well as you are planning the event. So automatically plannings comes in you. So this way, the gap which is major. See, nowadays, I will tell you a story. When we at our graduation level, we have used to going to get the syllabus, and there was at least one book or only two book in library. So with that, we are going to complete we have to prepare the notes and everything. Now you tell me everything is available with you in the technology point of part. Then what's required? This practical experience. This practical experience, you will get it while volunteering. And the most important aspect of volunteering for your personal life, that you are on ground. आप धरती से जुड़ जाते हो. And advantage is that this helps you in your future also.
as well.
In professional life, automatically no one calls you to start the work. You never wait that someone will say and then you will initiate, because it's your volunteering already, it's entered in your blood.
That's true, sir.
In social also.
As a IEEE member as well, I can say that irrespective of our positions, we do our work. Whatever that work be, we just get ourselves work done. Because as a volunteer, we are just humble enough to do the task irrespective of our positions.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's what IEEE. And also, you have said that we are looking forward for the vision. So it also says that we have the mind perspective of that domain of a 360 view, not just have an academical view, and that's what IEEE gives us.
Yes. See, any volunteering with professional society gives you that gesture. Now, why IEEE has a larger advantage? Because it has a reach internationally. It is the world's biggest organization. Interestingly, if someone feel he wants to utilize his IEEE membership, again, we Indians are very much concerned about ROI, return on investment. So by paying 2,000 rupees or whatever the fees with the society, different, our choices, how much are serious for that ROI? Now, ROI is what that only you will get the money? No. The knowledge, the experience. Now see, we are keeping just on next 2 days on 27th. There is a SPS seasonal school in Symbiosis. Now tell me, the day before yesterday only, Dr. Justin from Netherlands, who was an AI professor, was in Symbiosis as well as in Atlas Scale University. Now, you tell me whether you have any exposure for these international speakers with other?
No.
No. And what you have to do? Only you have to follow the process. Now, SPS school, seasonal school, if you go through the speakers of school, you will realize the best researchers in the field of medical and engineering are taking the sessions in that school. Where as a Maharashtra section, we are sponsoring for our students also. Just I have spoken with your professor that Biju sir to encourage the students to join. Now, such experiences, now you tell me, you have your own interest of idea. You have your IEEE membership. You joined all IEEE LinkedIn networks or in IEEE Collaborate. You ask for mentorship. And you got a mentor who is a professor in one good international university. You start connect with him. First, what happens? Your writing skills improve because you are communicating with him. Though automatically, say for example, in initial stage you are unable, missed by one, you go for another one. So that way, your automatically mail communication improves. Next, when you got an opportunity to speak with him, definitely your speaking skills get improved. Then further, you start to work with him. He guided you, so automatically your research skills get improved. So you get exposure which is not available with others. Na? That's why I told that if 1 million engineers are pass out, 99% have the same paper. So where you stand? So this is a golden passport. And as well as with this leadership opportunities, you don't know that how you get built at there. Because now say it's a mini democratic model. What we say, a chapter or student branch. Interestingly, only one faculty advisor. And if you found out 10 to 12 positions of the students, when you go for your postgrad in international level, this IEEE volunteering certificate gives you, as you are a section chair or your branch chair, as well as you are a treasurer for the branch, you are secretary of the branch, you are event head for the branch, you are a publicity head, then you are a media head. Means the field which corporate wants is there. But say if you want to start your own business, you have entrepreneurship cell there, you have entrepreneurship cell coordinator who is connecting with different entrepreneurs to invite them for the programs and all. So you understand, if you take it properly, how much benefits you are getting. And as well as your industry connections. Now before my talk, there was a professor from a data manager from elsewhere. So yeah, so you will get such nice peoples to connect, which otherwise a dream for others. Now Justin, a professor of Netherlands, came and delivered a lecture. In SPS, you are going to get so many senior faculties, senior researchers who have done credible work in part. You directly get the opportunity to interact with them. It boosts your confidence. I will tell you a small success story, sort of. I will not declare the name to who of else. You are aware that like seasonal school, IISCs, IITs also, a branch of IEEEs, are keeping 3 days seasonal school or 3 days summer school and all that. So one student who was a IEEE volunteer, he applied for that winter summer school. He got the opportunity to go to IISc Bangalore. Now when he went, he found he get inspired with the atmosphere of IISc, and then he made there to all professors. He came back and he feel that why should not I try for internship in my project internship in IISc. He applied there. Initially, he got rejection. Then again, he applied to another professor. Then that professor says, okay, this work is available with me. Are you ready to do that? He says, yes, why not? I will do. He got 6 months project internship with IISc. Now, you may say that what make change with that? It's also one institute.
It's a
This
best
also one institute.
institute.
It's a difference for a religious person who prays in this place, prays in Kashi. If he is a Christian, he prays here, he prays in Rome. A Muslim who prays here and prays in Makkah, Medina. So, like that, for engineers, this IISc and IIT are like such holy places. And your thought process get changed there once you enter. All IIScs and IITs have IEEE branches. They keep so many programs there. As a volunteer, you get a chance to attend these programs. Only the part is that you should be proactive. And by seeing proactive people, you become proactive.
Right.
So that's why we says that you tell me your four friends, I will tell your future. So like that, if you are with the four volunteers, definitely your future is bright. That's the part with the career also. Because once you connect them, you will get so much benefits.
True, sir.
Yeah.
So basically, from IEEE, we are getting a backing from industrial experts as well. So from we also come to know that IEEE uses exposure to the literature textures which are given by the engineers, and as you have said, the IEEE also gives a backing to go to some sessions, as you have said, in symbiosis, and also you also give us a rebate for that. Like you go, just learn, and then come back. So that's what gives us more differentiators from the other students who are just formally having an education, and that's the true point of the IEEE. So as you have clearly mentioned how IEEE helps in our development, not just skills but also communication. So which are the best knowledge and also skills which are required for industry. So many of the students ask from campus life to the corporate, the major major milestone is like having an internship or placing a job. So how does IEEE help in student to get their first job as well as internships?
See, a CV, curriculum vitae, when you see if your leadership positions are there, in any sort of, your leader there, as well as with IEEE, you got so many funding opportunities for the projects also. Not only for students, for faculties also. Recently, one faculty from Pune zone got around 27 lakhs as a funding.
27 lakhs.
I am 2-3 times I was a evaluator for student projects for those HTA. So where humanitarian, see now IEEE is a major motive. If you have seen, it is technology for humanity. We all are going towards the sustainability concerns. SDGs, you have heard this. Means I really tell Indian students that if you do any projects or products related with SDGs, you get so much funding from international level. Because now everyone is thinking on sustainability. Now your CV. Say you have any leadership position where someone says that in a one branch everyone cannot be a chair, na?
True.
But if you start with first year, definitely till your final year you will get an opportunity to become at least one position in 4 when you are active volunteer. Otherwise, there are, see, IEEE have created so many portfolios in your section also, in your branch also. If you have a team, a good process of a team with different like SPS chapter, then CIS, computer intelligence, computer society. So you get every chapter has this position. Every this group has these positions. Means if there are 100 volunteers with your branch, you can enjoy at least 6-7 societies. So all get facilitated with the position. Now only position is sufficient for your CV.
No.
See, when you sit in front of HR, by seeing your CV and your face, they understand what is written and what is real. So, this volunteering when you work, it shows the confidence on your face also. देखो ना, सिंपल है, जो चीज मैंने की है ना, वो मुझे बताते वक्त कोई हेजिटेशन नहीं होता. मैं कितना भी स्ट्रांग हूं एक्टिंग में, बट इफ आई हैव नॉट डन इट, सम लाइन्स comes on my face where we feel that there is some ambiguity. So, positions you get, that positions you get a chance to communicate. Third point, conferences. Now, generally, we feel that now recently, I think your conference was there. Na? So, in conference also, what's a conference fundamentally? It's nothing but in ancient days, we're going to call it as a Shastrarth. Means all intelligent people come together and they discuss about their ideas. Now you see, if you attend such Shastrarth places or conferences, definitely you get to learn. If you sit for the sessions, a keynote is always a, what we can say, हम लोग बोलते हैं ना, खाना खाने के बाद किसी ने अपने को गुलाब जाम या रबड़ी दे दिया, या उसको आप लोग आपके डेजर्ट कहते हैं, इट्स अ डेजर्ट. फंडामेंटली डेजर्ट डिलीवर्ड लास्ट, welcome drink comes first. So keynotes in these conferences are really experience gaining platforms for students, because you get, all keynote speakers are masters in their area. So you get a different ideas from them. So that way conferences help you. And once you start to attend or to organize the conference or become volunteering for the conference, one day we feel, यार वो बोल सकता है, वो पेपर लिख सकता है, तो मैं क्यों नहीं? Why should not I? Then here I can win attitude comes in you. And there your journey starts towards the success. I cannot limit it with the corporate, because I feel that if you volunteered religiously, or what we can say, with keeping your context very clear, you become a corporate creator. You can build your own business, because 90% steps you are learned here. How to manage, how to handle. At the end, what's a business? To manage the people, to manage the resources, and to earn from it. Now here in volunteering, you are managing the people, you are managing the resources, and here you are not though getting a monetary gains, but these are the intellectual gains which in future sometimes you have to pay to learn. You go in corporate or part, there are the trainings for leadership where you are going to get it as a complementary. And I will tell you, if you utilize the resource properly, your 4 years membership fee of IEEE, I'm not exaggerating, but if you do it very properly, least 100 times you can get ROI. Least 100 times. How? Start to think, start to search. Where see the activities are there? Where are the student challenges are there? Where are the project competitions are there? Where are the conferences? Find out the conferences who has a travel grant. So, say for example, if your paper gets selected in US any conference and you got a travel grant, you are going to get least more than 1.5k, 1.5 lakhs, which is 100 times than your what you are paid. So like this is one opportunity. And the way if you get the opportunity, there are so many awards for students also. So many things are there. Every time, say frankly speaking, we have, for India, we are giving, but we are getting returns very less, because we are not that much active, not that much aware what others are. See, it's not right to describe the figures, but we are sending IEEE as our membership fees and all. around 300 crores, where we are getting a rebate because we are not participating more, we are getting only 100 crores. Now for that, to avoid this imbalance, IEEE is coming in 2028 with new region 11, which is going to be specifically for India, because we are having a 40% share in entire this Asia and all that, but we are not get that much resources. So that's why the things are happening. So if you start now to work on this, definitely you are one of the beneficiaries. And again, beneficiaries what not only get a monetary gains. Now say today he is taking this podcast. Now maybe this is his first. But you tell me, once he has done this, in future, he will not have at all a hesitation to take next. We cannot say that in future he may be one of the best podcasters. Like Amuk Tamuk and so many people are earning a lot with that. So we cannot sense that opportunity. Only the part is that we should be ready for volunteering. Then publications, because uh, your research publication, again, it's a golden tag. Because interestingly, as I am also in this education field around 26 years, from last around 6 to 7 years, I have started to ask every student to whom I teach, my first question, why you are here? And where you want to see yourself after 6 years or 4 years. If it is first year, it's 6 years. If it is last year, I ask them 2 years. Unfortunately, 85 to 90% student in final year are not having a clear vision where he wants to see himself. I ask it for the third year students that where you want to see yourself. What is your goal? Which zone, which area you want to specialize? Where you want to do the job, or which business you want to start? At third year and final year, if the students are not aware, it's really saddening me. And that's why, if you ask IEEE volunteer, where you want to see yourself, he knows because he has connected with the people. And that's the difference on your CV with other 99%. Because unfortunately in India, we are if one went, we have students have rare opinions. Parents' thought process is also, some of my neighbor or relative have taken this field, or my boss son or my friend's son is doing this. We have seen Three Idiots movie. Till it is happening same. But once you, now you have no option because you have entered in engineering, so you have to complete it. But if you complete with this, then you can go with a golden age. So that's another. Then next part, networking. You get connected with other student branches, you get connected with the professors, you get connected with the researchers, like that distinguished lecture series, you can arrange at it. Physical distinguished, IEEE supports. IEEE supports for that distinguished lecturers to travel thousands of dollars online. They are always available. That's the COVID's gift to us. Next, industry speakers you can invite on any IEEE platform. If you are inviting any industry person, he knows that how IEEE is calling me. IEEE, they have a respect because IEEE have created the standards for them. Next, startup founders, they also feel to get communicated, because what startup people need? A good talent, and within you,
Also.
automatically they can get that. Next, global professionals we can get. Now, confidence. What is the, we can say, the third pillar of your successful career? You speak better, you think better, you present better, and you handle everyone very properly. And what's end required? So, confidence is a major difference, because everyone knows the thing. When someone enter, when he has a confidence. So that's the part which IEEE prepare your resume, which is definitely shown a difference to recruiters as well as HRs, that yes, he has something different.
different.
That's the
IEEE.
IEEE gives you.
So basically, we can say that the IEEE gives us just perspective, and as well as long time we can say involvement with the IEEE gives us the perspective and also shapes our mindset as well. So like if we are communicating with our if we are communicating with speakers and podcasters, we get the idea about what is really going on in the industries, and with that we also get to help how we have to give and what we have to learn. So with their perspective, we also get to learn what is we are lagging, and we can also say the think better and the part, like if we get the chance to have a conversation which normally the local people don't get. So it just also boosts the confidence of a person as well. So it really boosts the resume, and also with that IEEE gives us a chance, as you said, the positioning of the chair and also all that. So it's like a local simulation of what the corporate life is. So that
See,
really
it's
stands out.
very simply, now you have heard about quantum.
Mm.
Everyone is speaking about quantum. But IEEE has already its society with him. So all the research which is going on, all the researchers, you can get connected with them. Which other platform giving you this facility? No one.
No one.
Because is a student of Maharashtra's, now say we are in cosmopolitan, we are so lucky. You students or your generation is so lucky that you are in cosmopolitan. What about the rural students? IEEE gives them opportunity to get connected with the international world. So that's the, again, we can say the things are in front of you. How you utilize its efficiency.
True.
Otherwise, a same we can say that in Mahabharata, Dronacharya told to hit the goal. All have seen different scenes. Only Arjuna was there who says that I am seeing only the eye of
I
that bird. So if you become Arjun, you will become the best. I'm not saying I'm not interested to enter in that controversy, what is right and what is wrong, but it's the example which we take that if we have specific goal, we are aware why what we want to do, then our career with IEEE gives a different glimpse. That's the advantage, and it gives you easiness to enter, means others now get stuck while entering under the interview room, but you can comfortably go and walk and sit and you can perform without any pressure because it's your used job. You have spoken with so many CEOs, you have spoken with so many professors nationally, internationally, you understand the international culture, you understand international ethics, then definitely it will improve your what we can say value, I can say, and in future you get the monetary gains of that. See, always people preferred whoever, that's there.
Yes, sir. So along with the placements, there are few students who want to pursue MTech, PhDs, and masters. So IEEE back them as well.
100%. If you see some conferences, they are free of cost for IEEE members. In Bahrain University and all that, you apply there, the conference fees is zero. You can do it online. Recently, 30 students from Symbiosis have done it. So, research at the end, in research also, if you are aware about the area, you are aware about the zone, then it will be useful. No? Otherwise, you do the research which has no productive concern. Only a sort of academic requirement you have done it, like what we professors do. But if you do the research which is product oriented or which creates the patents and productability, then such researches, and where you get this all? When you communicate with the people, you understand the what we can say thrust zones, and then you start to work on that. You use your collaborate. IEEE is a free platform.
Like a premium
It's a
LinkedIn version.
premium reading version. So you get everything there. Again, the part comes how you can take.
That's
वो
true.
बोलते हैं ना, देणाऱ्याचे हात हजारो दुबळी माझी झोळी. On that sense, means there is 1,000 IEEE is ready to give you anything. The way you can grab it, it's the part.
So you have told us that IEEE gives us a lot, but there is a less that student takes from IEEE. So when it comes to something valuable, there are many misconceptions with the students along with. So can you guide us that what the student mistakes the student makes and how they can avoid that and use the IEEE at its best?
See, there are so many misconceptions. First misconception is it's too costly, but it is not. For students, it is just, we can say, if it's a cosmopolitan city, if a three family members are there, how much it takes for a one hotel dinner or lunch, that's the fees for IEEE. Next part, somebody feels that IEEE is for toppers because research and all that. Nothing doing. IEEE is there for all motivated. You should be motivated student. Means what? You are aware. Always see, there is a one good concept recently in NIT Goa. I was there for one conference, and one professor from New York University was the keynote speaker. As I have told you that keynote listening is always a amrutam part. Sorry, uh, it's the amrutam part. So sir have asked very simple question. Always we know what we know what we don't know, and we don't know what we don't know. If the situation all has a different perspectives, so it has been said that IEEE is for the topper students. Nothing. Actually, it is for the students who are motivated. Next is that IEEE is only for certificates. Unfortunately, it happens if the branch is not vibrant. You are so lucky that you have a branch counselor like Biju sir, who is so vibrant, always preparing the programs and all that. But similar way, why he is able to do that? Students like you are there to support. Means, see, it was 2 days before I was in Symbiosis. So I said that this branch is performing very well. Dr. Kotecha was the dean of Symbiosis there. He said it's because of students. Well, sir, students is a soul. We are the body. So if there is no soul, we know what body is called. That much. Third misconception, I should join in final year because it will help me for projects and all that. I says that if we join at first year, then definitely I will get that Navneet or the entire Amrutam of IEEE at my final year. Because till that it was Manthan was started. So that way I can enjoy this IEEE. So IEEE is a gym. Joining late gives less results. Because what happened? If you join in first year, you start as a volunteer. In second year, you got some position. In third year, you improve that position. And till final year, you come in leadership. So that journey is a stepwise journey which gives you a, see, at the end, now you tell me, he is taking this part. You all are sitting here. You may also feel that why I am not here. वन सिंगल सेकेंड, अरे ये कर रहा है, ये तो हमारे साथ ही था, ऐसा क्या है इसमें, ये कर रहा है. So that's IEEE. Why is here? So that this is a one situation. Other programs, then part gives you that part. So don't go for any misconception. It's very simple. Not only IEEE, everything in world is किसके लिए है? Who take the efforts. जो एफर्ट्स लेगा उसे आउटकम मिलेगा ही मिलेगा. इट मे कम लेट बट डेफिनेटली ही विल. एंड एट द एंड, सी, देयर इज अ, इन गीता, व्हेन अर्जुना वाज डिप्रेस्ड, भगवान टोल्ड हिम, हतो वा प्राप्यसि स्वर्गम जित्वा वा भुक्षसे महिम तस्मात् उत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चया. like that. Means in volunteering, if you get a leadership position, means like Lord Krishna says, प्राप्यसी स्वर्गम, so you got the own authority. जीतवा हुआ मोक्ष से अगर नहीं मिला, till you are doing volunteering ना, that gives you experience. But again, to whom? Who is motivated? And I will tell you, the future world is of the motivated people only. Because once, now we are teaching agileness. What is it?
Flexibility.
Flexibility and agileness. Volunteering gives you, it's ready-made. Because in volunteering, sometimes you have to get scolded by people, sometimes you get apprised by people. So all experiences you are getting in a single tenure. For that, no need to go for any specialized learning. And with an interaction with multiple people, it gives you that part. So don't go for any misconceptions. Always it's open. And see, IEEE is the most transparent society. Yes, I will tell you, if you search on ChatGPT also, in next 1 month, what are the programs of IEEE are available, you get line by line. No need to go for any specialized website also. Entire world, because everyone publish on web, it's process. You get all the information, all the solutions, and you can build your own career with a different glimpse.
So that's what the common mistakes that students do, that they don't come up with all the issues and they start very late. And as you said that it's like a gym. So more consistent we are, more motivated we are, the more result we get. So
I was
that's
just interrupting you. I will tell interesting fact. You'll get shocked by listening this. IEEE has a life member concept also. That life membership concept comes when your age and your IEEE membership year get added to 100, and you should be of 65 years old. So IEEE has something 34,000 life members here. Internationally, there are 34,000 life members. What it suggests? Their age and membership count, years count, match to 100. Yesterday only, day before yesterday, Professor Asthana, who was from Bell, he was there with us. He was a life member. He said that IEEE came in India in 73 with Delhi section, then India Council, then we the Bombay section. So till we have more 6 to 10 IEEE senior members in, senior not, life members in Maharashtra. So means you see, people are associated from so many years. For student branch, for students it's 1,000, 2,000 rupees. For senior members it's plus 10,000. Till people are paying till their retirement, after retirement also. Why? Because they know what they are gaining from that. It's a team, it's a motivated people's team. It's the aspect where you can definitely flourish your career in all zones. Till you are young, do it for yourself. You come in middle age, give back to the society. When you reach to at your senior age, become a mentor. So you have a role in IEEE till your last breath. So it's a lifelong process where you can enjoy your volunteering. Interesting part, everyone is volunteer here. Positions are for only for that tenure. Everyone is a volunteer, and that humbleness of volunteering gives you a different paradigm.
so. Right now, the listeners. So, what is your advice that they can get more out of IEEE? The best they can get out of IEEE.
So there are simple 5-step formula. First, join IEEE. Second, attend events regularly. Third, take responsibility. Fourth, build relationship. And fifth, contribute, just not consume. That's most important. Because why? Now I will tell you, IEEE working in humanitarian activities, IEEE working in STEM activities, IEEE has its moving technology labs. IEEE has ambulances also for the zone where humanitarian support is required. So it's not only to consume, it is there to contribute.
Contribute.
See, you all have learned about that Maslow's 5-step needs, triangle of needs, where initial needs we consider that roti, kapda, makan, or living things. Then we go for esteem. Then we go for recognition. And after recognition, we go for self-actualization. So this is the entire process we can follow in IEEE, which help us to become a successful human. I'm putting specific word human because now in IEEE we are saying that technology for humanity. If you see the tagline of IEEE, it is a technology for humanity. Because unfortunately, engineering becomes business. We develop the product which is not needed, and then we emphasize the need to the people why it is needed. But instead of that, if we find the need and then develop a product as an engineer, then it's really service to humanity. So accordingly, you can act on that.
So, Dr. Samir, before we wrap up, we have a fun segment for us. So, I'm going to ask you a few rapid fire questions, and you can give a short answer, brief answers, or for that. So, are you ready?
Yes, yes, always.
So, for question one, that one skill that every engineer student must develop.
See, everyone should specifically develop technical knowledge, communication, and as well as most importantly, you should able to communicate your ideas very clearly, and that makes you more effective.
Second question, one IEEE activity every student should experience.
See, organize an event. This gives you, once you start to organize any event, how many steps are required? First, you have to plan that event. Then you have to jot down. First, idea comes in your mind. Like what we learned in design thinking. First, empathize, means for what you are doing the program. Then ideate it. Then after ideation, plan it properly. Once you plan it, then coordinate with the people. Once coordination, then bring them in a event. Once they come in event, handle them properly. At last, go with the good memories. So once you start any organizing event, this covers all these, which is nothing but a life skill.
True.
Right? So
Yes,
this.
and third question is, one mistake student should avoid during college.
See, the most important aspect in my 25 to 26 years age, I feel that our Indian students, while taking education, are somehow in a comfort zone because we are supported by our family. Unfortunately, this is not in Western countries. After 18, students learn on educational loan. In India, we have concern education cost is also less, but as well as our parents are supporting us a lot. So, I, as a counselor or psychologist and a teacher, with these three different roles, I says that students should avoid comfort zone because without stretching your limits, you will not achieve anything. So coming out of comfort zone is the most important aspect. And what's a mistake? That we are happy with the comfort zone. And that's sometimes become disaster.
And last and final question, what does success mean to you today?
See, again, there are so many definitions of success. Someone feels that if others recognize me, it's a success. Again, we can say it's a age-wise definition of success. If it's a student, he feels that he is the best in academics, he is a success. When he comes in job, he feels that he is having a highest perk, he is a success. When he went later on, when he feels that peace in mind, is a success. So there are so many different definitions. According to me, success is what you have decided and you have achieved it. Again, unable to achieve also, but you have done from your side with 100% is a success.
True. That's a
Yeah.
really insight, sir. So with this, we are wrapping up, and those were truly powerful insights. And thank you, Doctor Samir, for your experience and guidance. Your journey clearly highlights how IEEE can shape career, but not just mindsets. To our listener, IEEE is not just a membership. It's a platform where we gain how it's a platform where we gain, and it all depends upon how we uh, get how actively we engage. It's like a gym, as a sir said, the more we give, the more we get, and it's all up to the person who is also taking participation in it. So thank you, sir, for your advice.
Thank you for inviting me for this program. Thank you, and really, it's a nice initiative of your SIESGST IEEE student branch. I feel that all branches should start this so that again it creates the different perspective. Thank you once again.